So,
well, okay. She wants me to tell the story we were talking about there at supper this evening. A couple of the old miners that was around here. Jack Hamus came back from World War I, had been gassed, and he was told he would have to stay outdoors. So Jack prospected everything from the Colorado line to Cuesta, all of this area up through here, and then Tom Gill used to prospect too on all of it, and so Jack and Tom and I can't think of the other fellow's name, had been over on the side of Baldy prospecting, and on Wheeler Peak. And when they started back, there was a real bad storm came up, and they were camped over on the head of the Columbine apparently. So in coming back from this storm, the lightning, if you're up above timberline and there's ever any lightning, the static electricity is ferocious up there. It'll make your hair curl on the back of your neck or sting, and you try to find a cave or a hole or a couple of rocks you can crawl under and get down just as low as you can, because I've seen balls of fire hit up there on Gold Hill, about yay big around, come down and hit, and then just roll out across the rocks. And anyway, they hit one of those storms, and it really poured down rain on them, and they was trying to get back to their camp. Somewhere coming back through there, where Jack Hamus slipped. His feet slid out from under him, and he slid down on his rear end, and he said when he got to looking around the flash of lightning, I saw it was kind of a odd colored dirt, kind of a blue-gray dirt. So he said he just picked up a couple of handfuls of the mud and stuck it in his slicker pocket. So my brother and I, after the storm had cleared up a little bit, we was fishing up the Columbine and got up there and ran onto their camp, and of course they wanted us to sit down and have coffee and eat. They had a pot of beans on and was trying to get everything dried out. And we got to talking, and old Jack says, hey, he said, you know, I never did look at that. He said, in my slicker, he said, I'll go over here, and it was hanging on a bush. He said, I'll go get that and take a look at it. So he went over and got his slicker and pulled it off of the bush and got a handful of that mud, or dried mud out, and looked at it. And he said, well, it don't look like it did when it was wet. And so he said, let's just pan it and see what it is. So he dumped it out of his slicker pockets and put it in a gold pan. We all went down to the creek down there, and Jack panned it out, and would you believe there were several little nuggets in it and a little stream of nice fine gold all the way around. Boy, we decided we were going up there and get rich right quick, so we all headed back up on the side of, we don't know whether it was on the side of Gold Hill or where it was on the side of Wheeler. They don't know where they were at when the lightning was. But they hunted all summer, and my brother and George and I was up and helped them. They camped up there in the head of Columbine all summer. We never did find that spot where he picked that up.
It was still there.
And I've hunted for it since and can't find it.
So John Miller, you want to tell your story?